Afternoon, good evening, my fellow YouTubers, Facebookians. Aries here. For some of you seeing me, I got gray hair. Welcome to another edition of Living Simply and Fun. I'm your host. Aaron's doing a video on his own channel tonight. For you cigar smokers, I just want to say that this video is not about cigar smoking, so me and Aaron's decided that this channel should be the best for it. Now, if you cigar smokers want to tune in on this subject, it's fine. I got 3 videos to do tonight. 3. We're working on cigar videos right now, putting together topics. But today's video topic is going to be about breast implants, or also known as breast augmentation, or BA. Now, don't mind my nose part. I'm not sick or anything. What happened was I had a wonderful meal tonight with Aaron, for all of you. We used the leftover meals, our 5th meal of our turkey, and we had a turkey roast for Thanksgiving, and he made turkey lentil soup, spicy turkey lentil soup. The spicy part was he put in jalapenos. Jalapenos is just pure heat. Anyways, he is a damn good cook. He sat there and he was shoveling it in. We had a 7-quart crock pot. We each did 3 quarts each, ate 3 quarts. Now we got 1 quart left, and he's like, we're going to add that to lunch with our sausages. So, anyways, tonight's talking about breast augmentation. Now, for a lot of you out there, including you cigar people, you don't have to watch this video on the subject unless you're interested. Now, I get messages periodically about it, and transsexuality, which I decided tonight, since I'm in the mood, I will do a video as fast as possible explaining a little bit more about transsexuality and breast augmentation. Now, breast augmentation is something that's elective, but the main reason I'm talking about breast augmentation is I've been watching some videos off and on, and there's a couple transgendered people that their whole topic on most of their videos is about either facial feminization surgery, sexual intercourse as a woman, or nothing but breasts and implants, and more about implants and more. Now, I want to talk about the main key problem with implants. Now, I may be an ugly-looking trans woman myself, but I can tell you that breast implants do not last long. When I had my transgendered wife and we looked at implants in Australia, in Melbourne, the doctor turned around and he blatantly said, implants will only last 7 to 10 years. You go through most doctors nowadays, and I've kept up with him. You go through doctors online or in Thailand or the Philippines or China, Russia, or whatever. They don't talk about the long-term effect of implants, whether they leak, whether, they can leak or rupture. Saline's more safer, but there's still a silicone bad. Or the silicone gel. Now, in the government here, the government apparently regulates like up to 2,000 cc's of saline implants. And by the way, some of those 2,000 cc saline implants, when they're filled, does not look natural. I've seen 1,000 cc. Heck, I saw a woman that had 3,000 cc implants overseas. It did not look natural. They're either hooker, prostitute, or a call girl. Heck, I knew one prostitute, hooker, call girl, escort, stripper, did all of it, who was saving money to have a full sex change to be a man. But while they were trying to make their money, they decided the best course of action was to get bigger breasts to do the job. Now, we're not talking about that. Breast implants in general is A, you gotta look proportionate. B, you need breasts to look, move this for a bit. You need breasts to look natural, and you need to have breasts that don't look like this, like the woman with the world's largest breasts, or a woman who's like this, in severe back pain. You gotta look at your back too, and it gets a reduction to a natural form fitting fit for her body, and she's happy. Whereas you get a lot of male to females, they want double D's or bigger. They want to show, I'm a real woman, I have breasts. But we're going to get to that in the second video. The thing that I was bellyaching is A, they don't look natural. The huge large ones have. They're proportionate, and they look like natural breasts, and a woman looks natural, and you can't go up to her and say, oh, are those real or fake? You're fine. But if you sit there and you get these huge ones that don't mass out, you know damn good and well they're fake. So why go up there? Are those real or fake? Are those real or fake? Now, that is point number one. Is you got to look and fit the body part. Secondly, and this is a big one that I want to bring to a lot of people. Breast implants don't last a long time. Every 7 to 10 years, they say 12, but anyways, let's just say every 7 years, you got to get them redone. So if you paid $6,000 for your first set, and you decide 6 months later that you've got enough breast tissue with the implants, and you want to go to, say, from 400cc high profile to 800cc, which that's the maximum in the government here in the country. I think you go higher in Thailand or other countries, India, but anyways, don't quote me on that. Anyways, being a trans woman, you got to realize every 7 to 10 years, you got to get them removed and redone. Now, what if you're 22, that's what they say, the U.S. government, from one report that I read. You got to be 18 for saline, 22 for silicone. What if you get your implants in at 18? Now, let's just say you have to have them done at 28, and you decide, okay, I've had saline enough, I'm going to silicone. 28, let's just say 35, you got to get them done again. Then 42, and then 50, let's just say, you stretch it to 50. Every year you keep getting them revised, the less the pain. But what if you're 80 years old with no teeth and you're like, my name's Grandma, I need my breast redone. 80 years old, do you think, anyone's going to give you any nookie at 80 years old or sex? And you still need to have your breasts augmented? I mean, I got a friend of mine who's transsexual, mentally and physically, but they can't go through the sex change. But I will get to that video too. What happened? Easy. At that age, do you really want to explain to your kids and grandkids why you have to have a surgery to have your breasts redone? I mean, just think of it that way. I mean, eventually you're going to be so old, you're not going to give a damn about your breasts. I mean, my grandmother was 60 years old. She told the doctor outright she's worried that they were sagging. And she was wearing a tight bra, and he says it ain't doing you any good. My mother and family members told me a story. So technically, age makes them drop. Heck, I saw a trans woman who had breast implants from 78 who they were sagging. She just had them redone recently, and they look really nice again. But she still, doesn't have anyone. So to her, what's the point of going all through this high maintenance? For what? Yeah. So anyways, before you go out and get breast augmentation, remember and do the math. If you do it in this country, you're paying $6,000 to $10,000 every time you're getting your breasts redone. And the price keeps going up. Eventually, you're going to be wondering, how come you spent 1/6 of your retirement on breast implants over the years, over putting 1/6 of it towards your retirement or goals? Heck, maybe you want to buy a motorhome. You just got to look at it. Some people say trans women get it done because they're good as dead as before they're 60. Well, until you see anyone who's past 60 years old that's trans, and that's where the tags will be in on this video. Please subscribe. Please post comments about it. I'd like to hear from you. I'm a trans woman myself, and I use this channel with Aaron, and we decided it was time to talk about breast augmentation or implants. I mean, the main keys is, you're young, you want to look sexy and hot, maybe you want to get a guy, maybe you've had 4 kids. Various reasons why you get it done, but when you get it done, maybe your breasts are sagging, so you need to lift in implants. Maybe you're 40 years old with an A cup and you want to be a D cup, or, Aaron talked about a famous cosplayer tonight who's going to have to get her breasts redone soon because she's almost at the 10-year mark. Maybe she won't get them redone. Who knows? Bottom line is, remember the financial aspects of it. If it ruptures, you're going to have more problems removing them than being put in them because it can kill or poison your body, whether there be full silicone gel by Mentor or saline. So I just wanted to share that with you all. So please leave comments and suggestions, feedback, and share your insights on it as well. Thank you, and may God bless the world.